ndokuchingamdzai zvakare vana vaMwari kuchirongwa chedu chamazuva ose konai pastor. Sekutaura kwedu mazuva ose pachirongwa pano tiri kuedza kubatsirana kupindura mibvunzo yetogona kunge tiinayo inopindurikawo zvakare neumboo hunowanikwa mukati mebhaibheri. Saka makasununguka mese kuramba muchititumira mibvunzo yenyu kana muchigona pano paFacebook, vari paYouTube kana even panhamba dzinoti 0772918335. It's a WhatsApp number. Mubvunzo watira kupindura nhasi uri kuti iwo konai pastor, tinotsanangura sei the Sabbath year which is spoken of in Leviticus 25. How do we explain the Sabbath year? Riri pana Leviticus 25. Now, pana Leviticus 25 hapasingotaurwa about the Sabbath year chete. There are two types of Sabbaths. Dzemakore dzinotaurwa ipapo. Regai tiverenge Leviticus 25 yacho. Ndichatanga kuverenga verse 1 to 7. Inoti iyo, and the Lord spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, saying, speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when you come into the land which I give you, then the land shall keep a Sabbath to the Lord. 6 years you shall sow your field, and 6 years you shall prune your vineyard and gather its fruit. But in the 7th year there shall be a Sabbath of solemn rest for the land, a Sabbath to the Lord. You shall neither sow your field nor prune your vineyard. What grows of its own accord of your harvest you shall not reap, nor gather the grapes of your untended vine, for it is a year of rest for the land. And the Sabbath produce of the land shall be for you, shall be food for you, your male and female servants, your hired men, and the stranger who dwells with you, for your livestock and the beasts that are in your land, all its produce shall be for food. Saka ndore kutanga riri kutaurwa ndofunga ndoro anyatsobvunzwa nemunhu uyu. Riri kunzi the Sabbath raiuya after counter 6 years. The 7th year vari kunzi vaisafanira kurima minda yavo. It was a Sabbath for the land. This was not for people. Land yaifanira kuzorodzwa, yaifanira kumbosiiwa ichiitwa recuperate. And hapana mamwe matsananguro atogona kuita that Sabbath besides the fact that this was purely meant to ensure good harvests in the other years to come. It's a very, very agricultural principle. Yekuti kana muchirima minda you rotate muchimbosiya imwe iri fallow. I think vakaita basic agriculture, they would appreciate this. Ivua rinoda kutombozorodzwawo this year, mochinja crop, momboisa beans, so that the nitrogen can be fixed by the bacteria dzemuma legumes. Rimwe gore motombosiya uri fallow usina kurimwa. It's a very basic principle of agriculture. Even vanasekuru vasina kuenda kuchikoro vaizviziva, but God was teaching the Israelites. Remember, they were supposed to survive from agriculture. They were agro-based. Their economy was agro-based. So proper managing of land was very essential. So they were being taught na Mwari kuti even ivhu racho rinotombodawo kuzorodzwa, rinotomboda kusiiwawo kuti richiita recuperate and manutrients anganya kushanda achidzoka panzvimbo pawo kuti pamunozorima futi in the 9th year, in the 8th year rather, rane rimwe simba nechimwe chikafu chiri nani. So this was an agricultural principle. But now the Sabbath that is then explained from verse 8 now was a bit different. And you shall count 7 Sabbaths of years for yourself, 7 times 7 years, and the time of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be to you 49 years. Then you shall cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. On the day of atonement you shall make the trumpet to sound throughout your land. And you shall consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty through all the land to all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you, and each of you shall return to his possession, and each of you shall return to his family. The 50th year shall be a jubilee to you. In it you shall neither sow nor reap what grows of its own accord, nor gather the grapes of your untended vine. For it is the jubilee. It shall be holy to you. You shall eat its produce from the field. In this year of jubilee, each of you shall return to his possession. And if you sell anything to your neighbor, or buy from your neighbor, saying, you shall not oppress one another. According to the number of years after the Jubilee, you shall buy from your neighbor, and according to the number of years of crops, he shall sell to you. Saka, the year of Jubilee now would come after 7 sevenths. Waverenga 7 years, 7 years, 7. Kana vaita 7 cycles, sakadaro, panenge patofura 49 years. The 50th year was a sabbatical. It was the year of Jubilee. Hakuna chairimwa. But that's not only what was very crucial. What was most important in the year of Jubilee is the redemption and the freedom. Yevakanga vari maservants, vakanga vatengwa kuita vaslaves, vakanga vatengesa minda yavo. Panongosvika gore reJubilee, munda wawakatengesa unofanira kudzorerwa. Akatenga munda wako anofanira kudzorera, akatenga property yako anofanira kuidzorera, slave yanga yaishanda pamba pako inofanira kuenda for free. It was a year of restoration. It was a year of redemption. it was a year of restoration. Saka zviri pachena kuti the year of Jubilee was a year yaitarisirwa zvikuru nevose vakanga vamborasikirwa neupfumi hwavo, nevose vakanga vari nhapwa. They would look forward to the year of Jubilee because yaiva an easy way of getting back what once belonged to you. Saka zviri kunongedza izvo kuti Jesu Kristu ndiye akatipa mukana iwoyo kubudikidza nekutifira pamuchinjiko. Takanga tatengeswa mumaoko aDiablos, but Christ made provision for us to be redeemed and go back to our rightful owner, who is God. So the year of Jubilee was pointing to that time when Christ will come and take us home and release us and give us the freedom from the bondage of sin yatiri, because tiri slaves echivi, tiri nhapwa dzechivi, but kufa kwaJesu pamuchinjiko kunonongedza the year of Jubilee, because it gave us assurance that one day things are going to be restored, one day things are going to be redeemed, one day our properties, our lost things, zvese zvatarasikirwa nazvo nekuda kwezvivi tichazvidzorerwa. Upenyu hwatakarasikirwa nawo muEden tichaudzorerwa. The property yatakarasirwa nayo muEden, Satan akadeclare this earth as his own earth, ichadzoka zvemaoko edu. The dominion that we once had patakasikwa naMwari, we shall also get back that dominion. Anything that the devil had snatched from our hands, kubva kuupenyu kusvika kuzvinhu, God is going to restore to us. Hence the year of Jubilee, the 50th year, was pointing forward to the final and ultimate redemption that Christ makes possible, that Christ has provided, that Christ has offered. We all long for that time when everything shall be restored. Amen.